Hey, yeah, man, I'm being dragged to death, man. Dragged to death, like, non-stop, like year after year after year after year after year, man, like all year long, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, given what I've gone through, man, it had been like a blatant disregard, a lack of compassion and sympathy for, a very long time, man. It's the same kind of situation, like if you see like somebody's, parent or something that had, they're older now. But back in the day, they had all kind of, they was very athletic, had all kind of feats and things like that, But it's like a situation whereas you see, the person, they older age, they slow it down because they been worn on, all this time, you feel me, like athletic, and, they did accomplish all that, the things ain't the same, you feel me, as it was, and they ain't got the same energy and stuff, and it's like society, like the structures be like, hey, they see that person right there, be like, hey, get in there or leave, or you got to leave the country, or you got to leave the United States for no particular reason, but that you don't want to be fought. You feel me? That's the kind of situation, like dog fight or something, they doing that like with human beings. The structure's doing that through negligence. It's like, they force you, they ignore everything. And then if you like, well, if you are too, if you too tired, to let's say what they call it, the little when they run and then they stick the little staff in the ground and then they jump over, obstacles and things. It's like the structure is telling this 70-year-old person to do that. Be like, oh, they used to do that when they was younger and things. It's like, all right, you got to do that. While knowing that, everything that they were going through, even sat there and watched, first person, was, looking at all the things that transpired through the years. And that's kind of like the situation. Like, it's just pretty, my point is no consideration. You feel me? They have no consideration, man, on, on people, man, for the things, And my situation, it's a lot different, but it's kind of like that, it's like, I got no compassion, no compassion for anything that I was going through, through these years. I just, just learned to adjust to it the best I could, on the go like that, And, it was really no disruptions or anything that was going on all those years, through the years. It's been an ongoing, consistent, repeated situation. It just happens, even after the structures are aware. So that's what I'm familiarized with, and that's what I've accepted as life. And then everybody got the perfect resolution. Like, well, not all the options available to everybody else also available to, somebody who's been going through what I've been going through, like concentration camp, like prolonged crisis conditions, for like 7 years straight. That's what I've been going through, and the structures are the ones, who control this land, formally. So, they have, ordinances and standards and statutes and things to uphold, for living people, living things. And that situation, like, I be getting dragged, no consideration for anything, just like elder being, just bored. You feel me? A situation like that, like, it's no consideration for the things, for any grief that you have, for any, like grief you have for the situation. It ain't really no consideration, because for it to be recognized, they would have to also recognize, the outrageous nature of the events that have transpired, under their watch. You feel me? When you went through this, the only thing you can think about is talking about it. You got no choice. You've been subjected to prolonged crisis condition, and as we look into my life and dig a little bit, it was actually a situation that was going on way longer. You feel me? Like way back. Like, I pretty much have no, like, zero. Like, people that, like, anybody that's going through what I've gone through in my life have absolutely zero personality, besides, the crisis conditions, because it started early, you feel me, and then it carried over, and then it just stayed with you, and then it just compounded and compounded and compounded from that point. You feel me? So you never got a chance to even know what life is aside of that. Your earliest memories that you have is somewhat, an aspect of something that was some outside force that was being, put against your life, at those earliest times, So that's all you really know is, that, you feel me, in the first place. So it's a lot for the structures to recognize, that for them to act on my life in any way without recognizing it, you feel me? Because if they recognize what's happened in the last 8 years, then they got to recognize what's happened further back, and see, that thing is, and see, they not recognizing, what happened to me, but they recognizing my trauma or any damage I might have attained from it. And they're using that to further deprive, my, liberties and things in order to, put me into any type of positions, to facilitate, a premeditated and long-standing agenda of the same nature. You feel me? So, they're still trying to complete this thing that these artists had put on my life, when I was young. You know what I'm saying? And then they become blatant and shameless about it. And so thus, shall their destruction be, by the hands of God. You feel me? As more pressing, then the more, evident it will become, if you feel me, And that's the situation. So they become it, they recognizing the crime, they're recognizing their misconduct, they're recognizing their corruption, they're recognizing all of that. But then, they're recognizing it, but also continuing it at the same time, you see. And see, now you realize that that's not good news for, the rest of society at all. You know what I'm saying? Because they're showing blatant disregard for public safety. You know what I'm saying? By trying to complete a crime, that's extremely all the way exposed. They use their source. They say who's responsible and all this. Bottom line is, my life, I'm still suffering behind something that I prevented as a regular person, to the best of my abilities, with the exposure of it. But so they trying to use that to counsel my legacy, my artistic legacy. You know what I'm saying? When they know, and what they was using to counsel my artistic legacy is not even a part of aspect of my character. You feel me? It's not even a part of reality. It's not factual. You know what I'm saying? Rather, it was just matters of opinion and things. So it's a lot to this whole situation. It's a complex situation. But they can't silence my voice. You know what I'm saying? Without acknowledging. You feel me? After acknowledging, the reality, of what my life has been turned into. You know what I'm saying? That's not only cruel and inhumane. You know what I'm saying? It's way past the point of all that. It's past outrageous. It's past the shock of consciousness. It's so far past all of those parameters, the situation is, and it just continue to snowball, and it's just like out of this world hatred, and things. So I've got negligence, extreme negligence on purpose. And not to mention my witness is the things that I saw myself happen, and then also my testimony is, then my testimony encompasses my legacy, which is my literary arts that I create with my hands that people see and witness, and then somehow, in plain sight, things go into lost in translation. They got evil rulers and things, people that was placed up. You feel me? Even some, it's people that had certain interests, people that lying on me and what I stand for. You feel me? Then that's an extension of the structures. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a reason why, why the same lies keep circulating in spite of facts. It's people being used. You feel me? They being used to accomplish an agenda that the structures had already planned. And then, the structures using them like arms. You feel me? Using them like legs. You feel me? The structures walking with them. You know what I'm saying? And let them do this to my life. You know what I'm saying? To accomplish some type of premeditated agenda they had against the life of, Elijah, the third final prophet. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've been getting no consideration for a long time. This situation, it was worse back then because less people were seeing all that y'all just saw like today. It's been signs, wonders, miracles, everything just compounded. Everybody see it. I always end up in positions that the structures want me in. Sometimes it's to undermine my case against them, for later. Sometimes it's to try to disprove facts that are already proven. Sometimes it's to like try to silence me and keep me hidden or keep me in a position where I would not speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? There's different things that the structures accomplish with the things that they allow to happen. And, the things is these, every time, like you gotta understand, like through these years, just the last 2 and 3 years alone, you know what I'm saying? I get, I end up in positions and like a cornucopia, a whole plethora of different types of events happen, you know what I'm saying, in that short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? That, most of which I capture. And then then others, they successfully silence me from being able to speak on the situation. But it's things that I've seen that have been shamelessly did by the structures, you know what I'm saying, that even they take the full responsibility for it. And things that I've exposed to the public, haven't been able to expose at all to the public, most of it. And it's true. And I'm a one regular person, you feel me? So it's like, I got no choice but to bring awareness to the situation, but it's been like a compounded thing. And so, like for instance, if let's say you got points. Say if you got points on the graph, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just it could just be 1, 2, 3. It's 3 points on the graph. You feel me? And then they all over, like just in random places all over a graph, like a sheet of paper with a graph of paper, whatever. And you got dots on different points. And say if I go to dot 1, or the point 1, and when I go there, then I get void attack, and then the structures say that, and that happens like 2 or 3 years ago. You feel me? Okay, I go to point 2, and then I go there and it's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And then I go to point 3, and then I get attacked, and then I end up, and then, through the years, it changed. There's a lot of stuff not even on the graph, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But somehow I end up back at these points, you know what I'm saying? At the point, you know what I'm saying? I go back to point 1, like, the next year, and then I get attacked. You know what I'm saying? I go to point 2, and then I get attacked. I go to point 3, and then I get attacked. I get void, worse than ever. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then say, I don't go back. I don't, like I'm off the graph. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then the next year after that, you know what I'm saying? I go to point 1 and I don't get attacked. You feel me? I go to point 2 and I don't get attacked. And I go to point 3 and then I do get attacked. You understand? Like it's the situation is not, and the details of the attacks. That's another thing. If you got structures taking credit at different ones at different times, at multiple times in different years, you know what I'm saying? And so many, hidden chapters that's in that. And and knowing everything else you're going through, and then what's happened to you, like I say, you don't even, all is the crisis conditions, hence child abuse. It permanently, alters, a person, you know what I'm saying? As a child, from a child, on up. Because if that's when it starts, it's a child, it permanently alters, the rest of your life forever, and the thing is, not be used against you, to further destroy you, the situation. People can do what they want to you, what I'm saying, without your consent. And the structures enabling that, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like the structures not really take all the responsibility that they should, you know what I'm saying, that is due to them. Like, I'm like, it ain't no simple thing, you know what I'm saying, leading a country, but I'm sure that, society, I'm not sure that structures and stuff are well equipped for that type of situation. These things I'm saying, I've been talking about this for years. If I didn't just start talking about it in 2021 or 2020 or 2019 or 2018, I've been talking about it like it's 17, way back. And all this been trivialized and then temporized, and all of this just all types of things happen, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, the Mount Everest analogy, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy like that, man. I just, man, but this stuff always on my mind because, it's my life. I don't have another life that I can, go to like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I still got unresolved situations. Because I'm a soldier. You know what I'm saying? I'm a warrior too. For the Lord. For God. And so it's like, I don't want to. I'm gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Till I get justice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight for what's right. I'm gonna fight the good fight of faith that I've been on. Even if I had the option to run, I wouldn't run. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? No, because look, it's been like 2 decades. This has been my entire life been given. Come on. You know what I'm saying? My entire life been taken from me already. Informally. Even literally. You know what I'm saying? Even literally. Informally already. You know what I'm saying? For like over 2 decades and some change. By influential figures. Influential figures that use the structures, you know what I'm saying, as their own military, you feel me, or their own private armies, whatever, leading us to what my life is right now, how it is now. So they don't need no truth, facts, proof, nothing, in order to act on your life and attack you, So they don't need nothing. They don't need to see nothing. All they gotta do is share common interests. You feel me? And if you Ellie, then it's bad for you because you by yourself. Like most of the time, you was. So yeah, man. I guess no consideration. That's what I've been seeing like for years. I just what can you do? Yeah, man, it wasn't never my purpose, you know what I'm saying? Like, for a lot of what society try to create or try to conform me into and things, you know what I'm saying? It is never part of. But that's what some people try to make me into. Try to make me into something problematic, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't problematic, but I'm here to do the will of God. Restoration. But you see what I've been having to do. I've spent all my energy on there. I just don't have the, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the interest, you know what I'm saying, to do what some people want me to do. You know what I'm saying? Or to live how some people want. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the same interests or wishes or goals, some stuff used to be interesting, but just not, and by that travels and all of that, that used to be interesting, you know what I'm saying, but after this, something like this, you been tortured, every time you open your mouth, you feel me, about artists and with the structures, you being tortured just for being great, not even saying nothing problematic. You know what I'm saying? You can just, they remotely just torture you when they get ready, and just things like that. You know what I mean? Let's just say it has this way of taking, the thrill out of life. You feel me? It takes the thrill out of life. You know what I'm saying? How they can just, do whatever they want to you, whenever they get ready. And so, it's just a situation. Yo, man, I seen no consideration, man. Mainly what it's been, and then the things they let happen to me, so I can't show or display the truth. I can't have no legacy. You know what I'm saying? They know I got to talk about this stuff, because what else is a regular person gonna do? If something like this happening to you, got a campaign on your life of extreme evil in quick succession, non-stop, outside, the parameters of legal, you know what I'm saying, outside civil, laws and things just happening to you, 24/7. You don't have no type of legality issues or nothing like that. Never ever had. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you are is an extraordinary artist. You know what I'm saying? An extraordinary author. You know what I'm saying? With literary talent above that of your peers. You feel me? Then it's better than people, like better than artists and I guess people that try to use you and things. You know what I'm saying? Like you could create better arts than that. And that's the only kind of fault that you got. You know what I'm saying, is that you're a better artist than, some people that are jealous of you. You feel me? And some people that are jealous of you rich. So they got connections to injustice and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They can use to do what they want. That don't mean that you ever in any true trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's just you being hated on hard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are things I witnessed years ago already and exposed it. You know what I'm saying? And just by that being true, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they shouldn't be able to interact with my life at all, but yet they still do it. You know what I'm saying? Every day. You know what I'm saying? Like parts of the structures. They can't recognize what happened to me and then, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Act on my life without recognizing the rest of it. Because if they recognize, they understand the nature of it. They understand the nature of it. They understand the position I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line is their focus and antagonism is on the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, every year, man.